Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, I'm a vegan, obviously losing weight on the Slimming World plan. I've lost a stone and a half so far, and if you're coming back, thank you ever so much for doing so. As always, very much appreciate you all. Today is Friday, so let's have pancakes for breakfast. These are the ingredients that we need. Obviously I'm going to be using my Healthy Extra B in the form of oat bran. You actually get 45 grams of this for your Healthy Extra B choice. And of course, because it's in little bits, I'm hoping that it's going to work out as a good substitute for blending oats, which technically is a tweak, whereas this is not. So there we go. I've got some egg replacer, which is sin-free. I've got some sweetener, which is sin-free for a small amount. I've got yogurt. Now the only yogurts I've got in at the moment are fromage frais, but that's fine, any yogurt will work. This one obviously will have a sin value. If you use the Alpro no sugars plain yogurt, then it's free. I've got a little bit of baking powder and some vanilla. Let's see how this goes. To start with, I've just made up 2 eggs worth of egg replacer, which is 2 teaspoons of the powder and 4 tablespoons of water. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit lumpy, it'll incorporate okay. Okay, so I've got 45 grams of oat bran in here. I've then got this much baking powder, which is about just under half a teaspoon probably, and then just over half a tablespoon of sweetener. So that's the dry ingredients. Okay, here's my batter. So I added in obviously all the egg replacer, a big old splash of vanilla, and then I've used about 50 grams of this yogurt. You want to just use kind of as much as you need, like, so this is a really thick batter, so I might actually add a bit more in. Basically I need to sin for 100 grams because it's sinned as a whole pot in the app, so and also this is super thick. Don't know, yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more and then let it sit for a second. Okay, so I've let it sit for like 1 minute because you know I'm impatient. In total I've used just under 100 grams of that yogurt, so obviously I'll call it a quarter of a pot. We'll just then use some fry light in my pan, which I have heating. I have to use quite a lot because my pan is very much at the end of its non-stick life. Come on. Right. And then essentially all we're going to do is drop the pancake mix in, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, so here's the finished result. I got quite a lot of small pancakes out of my batter, and I've topped it with excuse me, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup for 2 sins. So in total these are my Healthy Extra B plus I think that yogurt is 6 for the whole pot. I might be wrong, hang on. My bad, it's 4 sins for the whole pot, which means that 100 grams, which I approximately used, was 1 sin. So my whole breakfast is 3 sins plus my Healthy Extra B. Forgot to say I'm also having a cup of tea, which is the ginseng matcha green from Paka. By the way, the pancakes were lush because they tasted like apricot and vanilla and maple. Oh, so good. I'm so sorry guys, I forgot to film it, but I've had a coffee. It is now gone, but it was a latte. So I used 300 mils of Alpro Almond Barista, which is 3 sins. I'm having this little teeny weeny chocolate bar. See, it's teeny. 64 calories, it's in the app, 3 sins. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. 3 sins. I don't know why Fridays are always so like panicked. Well, I do, it's because we've got funny meeting placements, but anyway, it is now 2:45? Just about 2:45, and so I'm just making some lunch. Yeah, obviously I am really hungry. So I'm just going quick and easy. I'm just making a salad, and with my salad I'm going to have this golden vegetable rice. It's just 1.5 sins for the pouch. I'm also having, this is the second half of this pack of the sweet corn and quinoa bites from Gosh. That's again just 1.5 sins for half the pack. very good value for sins, those ones. So these I actually like to air fry. How is there something on there? I've literally just put that in. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, you get 15 in the pack, so 7.5, as I said, it's left over from the other day. So yeah. Okie doke, here's the finished result, and it's a whole bag of leaves. You know me, I like my leaves, and you know they're good for you. Obviously the pouch of microwave rice for 1.5 sins, that's got some vegetables in there, but you know, nothing I would count nutritionally. My gosh balls, they're now nice and crispy again. Honestly, if you have falafel or anything like this, then I always suggest just refreshing them in the air fryer if you've got one, or in the oven if you don't, because it just makes them so good again. Anyway, so I've got the whole thing of leaves. Obviously I've got like half a cucumber, I've got like most of a little pack of tomatoes, and obviously some red onion, and then garlic pepper and salt. So basic but filling and healthy, and just 3 sins. Hey guys, it's 8:30 right now. Yes, it's a bit late. Mum came over, oh god, like 3 hours ago, basically as soon as I finished work, and we just had a cup of tea, didn't have any food. Obviously I had lunch quite late, so I guess that's why I haven't really got hungry until now. So I'm just going to make a stir fry for tea. Quite simple, but I'm going to put a few elements in there just to make it really tasty. So first things first is miso aubergine. This is like one of my go-to things, it's so yummy, but just spray a thing with a bit of fry light, get an aubergine, cut it into rounds, quite thick or thin as you want, but thicker is better in this one. I just tend to score them, you can see under the paste there, and then what I do is I get, I did about 2 sort of heaped normal teaspoons of this miso paste, which is sin-free. This is the spoon, and then I just used about an equivalent amount of hot water, mixed it together just to make it just a lot more spreadable because miso is quite thick. And then I've just topped the aubergine with that, and then I've got the oven on and I'm going to pop it into bake, and that'll go in for probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and that sort of does it about perfectly. So I will set the timer because I will forget about it. About 20 minutes tends to be perfect. Right, and then I'm going to have some whole wheat noodles with it. I'm going to use the rest of this little paste to make a sauce like for the whole stir fry. The tofu I'm using is the teriyaki tofu. This one isn't in the app, but I put it through the sin calculator because it is marinated and there are a couple of small sinned ingredients in there. It's come out at 2 sins per half a block, which is fine. I mean, I'm cooking the whole block, which is 4 sins, but I suspect when it goes in the app it'll be a bit less than that, because things like this quite often are. Case in point, the Vivera garlic Kievs, when put through the app using soy as a free choice, they came out at 6.5, but now they're on the app, they actually came out at 5 sins each. So that's just a really good example. And because this is actually pure tofu, there's no breading involved or anything like that. It's literally just a little bit of like sugary, what is it? A sugar, rice syrup. There we go, rice syrup. I don't think there's any oil in here as such. So really, I mean, this should be almost free. But yeah, so anyway, I think that 2 sins for half a block is a generous estimate, but that's what I'm going to be using until it goes in the app, if it's less when it goes in the app. And then for the veggies, I'm going to use my super bright stir fry. Not really a lot to be said about that, it's just a bag of stir fry. This is my tofu, about to go in the air fryer, about 15 minutes on that one on 200, because, you know, it works better. And I'm just gonna, well, in a minute I'll cook the veg, cook my noodles, and do something about the sauce. Not gonna lie guys, I'm pretty proud of this one. Look how pretty it is. I don't have all the tofu on there because, as usual, I didn't want to cover everything up, but I mean, what needs to be said? Obviously the aubergine's free, the tofu will be 4 in total, the noodles are free, the veg is free. I cooked the veg in fry light, and then I made a little sauce, and I used the remains of that watered down miso. I used half a teaspoon of sesame oil, for 1 sin, sorry. And then I also used a tablespoon of soy sauce. And I'll tell you what, it's so punchy and delicious. You could definitely add some chili in here if you wanted. I don't have any fresh chili and I didn't really feel like having spice. So I'm just going with the salty, tangy flavours. But, oh my God. I'm literally salivating looking at that. So I'm going to probably just go eat right now. So yeah, it's a total of 5 sins. Hey guys, just having my last little update of the day. Kitchen's clear. And that's a random pomegranate on the side. I'm not sure if it's gone a bit over. Someone gave it to me the other day. Anywho, that's beside the point. So dinner was lush. It was like souped up stir fry, like happy days. And yeah, it was just delicious. I'm having a cup of after dinner tea right now, and oh my God, what have I done to my hair? From the front it looks okay, from the back chaos. I'm just having my like chocolate treat, which is 4 Nomo caramel drops. They're delicious, taste like Cadbury's caramel, but vegan. They are 2 sins each, which are 8 sins in total for the 4. That's maths. And that puts me on exactly 25 sins today, which I'm happy with. I'm on plan, so that's all good. Thank you so much for watching if you've stuck with me to the end, and thank you to everyone who watches me regularly. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. And you know, if you're a new viewer, then I hope you like the video, and if there's anything I can improve, bearing in mind I do waffle and I'm, you know, not a pro, and I've got an angry Delta over there, then just let me know in the comments. But I love all your comments. I read them all. As you guys know, you know when I've read them because I heart them. I just often, yeah, I'm just often in the middle of something else. So I don't reply to all of them, but I do try, but I do read them all because, you know, I love it. And some of you make me giggle, and I love the fact that you have little conversations, and oh, I just love it. I'll try and reply a bit more because I'm sorry, I feel really bad when I don't. But anyway, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Night night.